Now, the slow return of office work, continued lockdowns and new variants are all taking a toll, as you can imagine, on commercial landlords. The International Workplace Group, formerly known as Rigas, posted a more than £600 million loss in 2020, and it warns that earnings this year will fall as shares are down 15% for the month. International Workplace Group founder and CEO Mark Dixon is here with us. Mark, great to have you on the show. Let's start, if you don't mind, on the vaccination front, given the news we're hearing out of Europe that the variant, the Delta variant, will make up roughly 90% or so of COVID cases in Europe. What are you hearing from companies, and particularly on the vaccination front? Are they requiring that employees be vaccinated before returning?
Well, look, I think the regulation is different in different parts of Europe in particular. So I think in some countries it's not possible for you to require that someone is vaccinated. So, employment contracts are different and so on. But the reality is that most people are getting vaccinated now. So, it's become, Britain, for example, has a very high percentage of the population already vaccinated. Ireland, the same. And many European countries are catching up very fast. So I think, people feel more comfortable with vaccination. But I think it is quite difficult in some countries to sort of impose vaccination.
Yeah, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Different rules really much across Europe. Let's talk, Mark, about demand. How has it been for you in the last 6 months or so? Are you starting to see a pickup here?
Well, look, absolutely. Look, for us, yes, we had a very bad last year. We're an offer of flexible space. So when governments actually say you can't go into the office, our customers don't come into the office. But what we've seen this year is really record business throughout, really as things started to get going in February, March. A lot of the conversations we've been having with companies who are moving to a more hybrid sort of work platform, which means hybrid means allow people to work from home some of the time, from a near home office some of the time, or come into a company's office some of the time, but allow flexibility. That seems to be the norm that's being adopted by companies. We have seen record business. We've signed up more than 1 million new members over the past 8-9 weeks. We've got another 1 million in the pipeline. And these are very large companies. These are some of the banks like Standard Chartered Bank. There are companies like NTT who signed up 300,000 workers to hybrid work programs. So, companies are really starting to adopt a much more flexible approach to where people carry out their work, and they're getting much better at managing it as well.
Yeah, this is exactly what I've heard from CEOs in the last few weeks, that especially European companies, European CEOs, more hybrid, more flexibility, changing a bit the way they operate. Given that you said, Mark, that people want flexibility, but proximity too, I think you said that. How has that, would you say, impacted the commercial real estate sector? Are you well placed for this?
Well, we're well placed for this. We're in more than 1,100 cities. We're in 120 countries, but we've got a lot of coverage. So our out-of-town locations, so our suburbs and our rural locations, have done relatively well through COVID. Where we've been hit has been in the major city centres, and really this is very related to commuting. What it will end up when you look back, this is the death of commuting. No one likes commuting. Companies insist that when you get a job, you've got to go in and use an office, with a lot of other people to do a job that you could quite easily do either from home or locally. So commuting's the enemy here. So commuting will reduce over time. The impact on cities will be quite a slow effect. It'll be quite quick at the beginning, but cities will become less popular unless they reinvent. Unless they create more affordable housing close to where people work, then those cities will struggle in the future as more and more people move to the countryside and the suburbs, where it's cheaper to live, there's good quality of life, and they know they can work locally.
Yeah, and I was looking at the data. I think people don't want to commute more than 15 minutes or so, Mark, from the data that I was given in my team, and that's pretty. Some says a lot. People just obviously don't want to be commuting for long hours. They don't think it's productive, but also the concerns of a variance. And that brings me to my next question. As we heard from the CDC of concern of this new Delta variant, how worried are you, and where do you see the business, for example, in the fall?
Well, look, our business. We said we'd have lower profits than expectations this year, but the numbers will be much better than last year. So, basically, we've got a business that's improving quarter on quarter. It's just not improving at the same rate that we expected. However, that could change in the future. What we are seeing is a lot of new business. Clearly, where you have these new variants combined with a lack of vaccination, countries like India, where there's, it's very, very widespread. India has largely shut down in many parts of the country. Clearly we're affected. That really affects our business for the period of time. It slows down the recovery, and you've got short lockdowns occurring in Canada, in parts of Australia, and parts of Asia, Malaysia, and so on. So, but at the same time, more and more people are being vaccinated. So, there's less need for a lockdown as more of the population is vaccinated. So the impact of these variants is much less. There's less hospitalization and less long-term illness. Therefore it becomes a lesser problem. And, so it's being compared now to being sort of not as bad as flu once you've been vaccinated.
Well, Mark, we wish you the best of luck with the business for this year and beyond. Mark Dixon there. Appreciate it, Mark.